Hello, hello, hello. Good evening, everyone. Um, so I've seen a lot on social media about the Epstein emails that were just released today, and Adelita Grijalva has signed the discharge petition, so we should get a vote soon on the release of the Epstein files that the Department of Justice has. A little bit of background, if in case anybody has been seeing these today, is that House Democrats and the Oversight Committee sued the Jeffrey Epstein estate to release the files that they had. And that went through the courts and they won the court case. And that is what has been released is the actual documents that the Jeffrey Epstein estate has held. And obviously some of them are redacted. The what the Department of Justice has and what when we talk about release the Epstein files, that's actually got hard drives, videotape, all the things. But rather than there's like 10,000 documents, and I know obviously news organizations are cherry picking kind of the release of what they're sending out to us. So I thought I'd just spend maybe an hour or two here and just randomly, well, I guess not really randomly, but well, it will be kind of random because they're not organized. Is just pull some of this up and just read them live. I mean, just take a look at them because there's a ton of information and there's a ton of files. So without further ado, uh, here's how they are. I mean, this is direct from the Google Drive or the drive that the House Oversight Committee made public today, and that is where all these documents are. Anybody can go and get them, uh, and they're not in any type of order. As you can see, I mean, this is one folder, and it's just got pages of apparently the James Patterson book, Filthy Rich. So we'll just go into some of these drives here. What is this? This appears to be um, a deposition. This is a transcript of a deposition. Um, let's go into folder 3 here. I'm trying to find there's okay, clearly some news and financial documents here. I'm trying to find the folder that has the emails on it. Um, and just in case you're watching later on, when this goes on to my channel or anything else, please hit like and subscribe. And if you have any questions or anything else, please feel free to post a comment. Uh, I'll I'll respond. I'll get to it. Going back here, let's go into folder 4. It looks like this is more court documents. Oops. Let's try going further down here. What is this? I don't even know what that could be. Okay, here we go. These okay, these are clearly emails. Jeez. David Rifkin, Steve Bannon. This is 2018. Southern District of New York money laundering. Huh. Wow. Okay, so this is clearly sending an article about the Mueller investigation. Who's Kathy Rumler? Oh, Kathy Rumler. So Epstein is communicating with Kathy Rumler, who is attorney and former White House counsel for Barack Obama. Wow. Okay. So that's only a little bit interesting. And he said, I think weak. So Bannon. So Bannon for how did this work? From Grossman to David Rifkin, and Grossman sending a okay, I don't understand why Grossman would be sending Rifkin's article to Rifkin, but Rifkin then sends it to Bannon. Bannon sends it to Epstein and says big deal, and then Epstein sends it to Kathy Rumler and asks for her opinion, saying he thinks that the idea of the poisonous tree is weak, I guess. Oh, this is fascinating. All right, hold on. Here we are. Okay, Kathy Rumler responds, yawn, and David Rifkin is a hack. Zero, and I mean zero chance that a court would find a due process violation on these facts. Fruit of the poisonous tree doctrine does not apply. Epstein, exactly my view. On Facebook, I thought you might look at the recent internet and privacy opinions and pose some open questions to be discussed. Mark wants to bring the internet to the rest of the world, and healthcare. His wife is nice but boring. What do you see as the challenges? What does she or he see? Social. Okay, so he's talking about. Okay, Mark is, I guess. Okay, so Mark is, I guess, Mark Zuckerberg. Um, so that's interesting. Oh, this is fascinating. Okay, so we're still in this email thread here. Okay, I think this is a. Doesn't say who this is from. Oh, this is okay. So this is from Epstein to B.S. Stern. Who is B.S. Stern? Bachelor of Science in Business at New York Stern University. I don't think that's. Hi, all. I spent some time mulling additional aspects of a third choice presidential run. I wanted to run 5 specific attributes for a candidate by you as a group. When was this? 2018? Did Epstein write this? And sincerely, it's blank. Oh, so I have seen this one. Please note, so he sent that. Kathy Rumler, here's a story to Epstein. Here's a story from the New York Times that I thought you'd find interesting. The principled case for impeachment is clear. What's missing is the courage. Um, then Epstein says, I think he makes the argument that it was his, Trump's money, making it not illegal, though he also said he only found out afterwards. And the fact, according to the indictment, was billed as services rendered and grossed up. I'm sure his account has flipped anyway. I did talk in detail to Starr, I'm assuming that's Kenneth Starr, yesterday regarding indictments, how Trump can make a deal. Special counsel. Clinton's trash can. Yes, Starr gave me more. Yak. Rumler, it makes no difference whether it was his money. Issue is failure to disclose. Plus, fact that he has lied his ass off about it makes clear that he knew it was illegal. Epstein, you see, I know how dirty Donald is. My guess is that non-lawyers, New York biz people have no idea what it means to have your fixer flip. And now we continue. LHS, Eric Maskin. Are there empirical studies on turnout? I believe there are, but don't know how careful they are. I will try to get you references. Okay, so let's see who Maskin is. Eric Maskin. Okay, Eric Maskin is an American economist um, and mathematician. He was jointly awarded the 2007 Nobel Memorial Prize in Economic Science with Leonid Hurwitz and Roger Myerson for having laid the foundations of mechanism design theory. He is 74 years old from New York. Okay. So why was Epstein in here? Um, okay, so Eric Maskin is this guy right here. All right, so he is in this current email chain we're looking at. And I think this was in the still this email is still in the it's still in the 2018 timeframe. I don't know what LHS go back to the email here. LHS is Larry Summers. Okay, so for everybody, Larry Summers is another economist and former United States Secretary of the Treasury from 1999 to 2001. So Clinton's. Yeah, okay. So we have a White House counsel from Obama in the emails. We have the United States Secretary of the Treasury for Clinton. Um, uh, we'll go up here. I believe there are, but don't know how carefully I would try to get more than you may want to know. And then Epstein sends to Cato Unbound, Jason McDaniel, ranked choice voting likely means lower turnout, more error. Okay, so that's what they're talking about. These guys are discussing ranked choice voting. Difficult to judge one way or the other. Turnout does not reflect ethnicity. Stable does not mean same. Looking at the arguments on both sides, I would have to conclude, in your words, a big nothing burger. Okay. Okay, and the email chain goes. Okay, so they're discussing the feasibility of ranked choice voting. Okay, why does why is I mean, just from the ones I've seen, why is Epstein seem to be in the middle of all this electoral and voting stuff? It just doesn't make sense. Okay, here's another Bannon and Michael Wolff, who's been in here. He did the biography on Trump. It seems like there might have been some stuff cut out of this. Um, Epstein says if the Republicans can pull this off, Steve would deserve most of the credit. I'm assuming he's referring to Bannon. He was way out in front on this way out. Execution not to his liking, but on another note, what were you thinking about me in the book? With what moniker? Obviously, Michael Wolff is writing biography on Donald Trump. Uh, the author, Michael Wolff, journalist. I was thinking of opening with you and Bannon talking about Trump. Would let you sound smart and offer what I think would be a crowd pleasing perspective and make you seem like a credible player, former friend of Trump, advisor to world leaders, sought after person, etc., without having to too much rehash old stuff. Doesn't seem like they can win, but who knows? I'm meeting Bannon, had three tomorrow, and will stay with him until the end. Epstein says, take photos. Oh, shit. I haven't seen this one yet. This isn't good. Or I should say, this is good. Epstein wrote on in 2019, why had no one interviewed some of Trump's classmates at Wharton? Deutsche Bank papers very, very bad. Wolf, where are you tomorrow? And Epstein says, home. Then it's free afternoon. Wolf, lunch tomorrow or after? I have a 4 appointment anytime before works. And Epstein says, great. Okay. Joel Dunn. Okay, so this is one of those like email forwards that was going around in 2013. The shortest books of all time. My Black Girlfriends by Tiger Woods. Things I Love About My Country by Jane Fonda and Cindy Sheehan. Illustrated by Michael Moore. Forward by George Soros. Okay, so this is like Impact Outdoor. Now that is really funny. Except for my like Terry Kafka to Mark Epstein, Warren Eisenstein, Mark Albert, Janet Kafka, from Terry Kafka. Okay, this is again in 2013. From Lori Cameron, September 2nd position. Hi, Jeffrey. Catch, please find the September 2nd position. The realized gain increased by the 28K option premium that resulted from the barrier level trading in US dollar, Japanese yen. So, currency arbitrage, the US dollar sold off versus the Australian dollar, Great British pound, and the New Zealand dollar today. The USD rallied against the Canadian dollar and the Japanese yen. I have separated year to date profit and loss from September profit loss so that the numbers mean more. Hopefully, the Australian dollar will stay above 88 cents going into next Monday. To write this, it is approximately 90 cents, which is good. I know it is not BRL, but I think that we are realizing some good gains in the weeks ahead. Volatility will likely increase as Congress considers standing behind Obama and attacking Syria. Liquidity and restricted currencies can disappear at the trader's will. I prefer that we trade liquid, easily currencies at a time like this. Okay, so this is just a trading position. Okay, this looks like a book of some type, and that ends that folder. Okay, so is there more? Yep, there's more. I'm looking at this point. I'm just looking for the redactions. What is this? GUID. Oh, are these text? It is absolutely insane to be reading this shit. Finally, Miro and Turge are there. In AD, Miro and Turge are there. Heading to AD tonight. Just confirmed meeting. Agree. I think staying as long as you can. UK best, so people get the commitment of your follow through. Wait, Nash equilibrium. Oh, okay. So whatever, he had a book about game theory. Okay. Message done. Message yes. Do you mean your Paris lunch friend? Can you let our friend know I'm heading over tonight? I just reached out. We meet late Saturday afternoon. You are a busy boy. Will Teresa May survive? Man with a mission. I told him I would get right to work. I don't see how, but the guys over here have no balls. Exactly my fear, pencil neck and all. Boris, Gove, Reese Mogg, David Davis, somebody has to step up. Tomorrow meeting powerful. Reminder, phone's not secure at all. Wait until you return for downloads. What the fuck is this shit? Protesters slowed down speech. Don't think I can make the flight. We are en route to Heathrow. Seeing if we can make it. There is a Gulf Air that leaves at 9:50 with a stop in Bahrain. Arrives 11:30 a.m. On it. You are an amazing assistant. Remember, I was once poor. Tomorrow, important. Very. Yes, yes, yes. And an Egypt Air with a stop in Cairo that leaves 10:30 p.m. Same arrival time. Third choice, 9:55, Virgin to Dubai. Drive an hour. On it. Israel likely to go to early elections. What fun. Bibi doesn't make it, does he? Unclear. FYI, if you choose to fly home from Dubai, Miro will be there and also leaving early afternoon. Miroslav? I'm leaving at 2:30 a.m., meeting Hungarians in NYC before heading to DC. Okay, my phone is blowing up with people wanting my friend to dare to be great again. Boy, what a move. I tell everyone I'm only the F&B person. Best F&B director in the business. Okay, no, it's 11:16. Well done. Push hard. If place needed. Paris apartment. Okay. Thanks. Great opportunity. Great opportunity. Weak government everywhere. Saudi, Yemen, US, UK, France, etc. Often difficult to make deals with the weak as they are afraid of being seen to be vulnerable. Each sensitive to concessions so a strong third party can take the brunt. Good luck. Trick. Make it personal. This is what I need, want, would appreciate. Question mark. Mideast people respect you more than the policies, Trump or you as the head of a movement. They will do things for you rather than for the we. Who in the fuck is he sending this to? This is a link to the Khashoggi killing. Message got it. Sender is redacted. Light the candle. What election? Okay, what was going on 11/17/20? That 2019, 2018. Okay, I don't think he's talking about Priyanka Chopra and Nick Jonas getting married. Um, Probably not about Ireland beating New Zealand in in rugby. Um, Probably not the NBA game. 2018, November 17th, 2018 news headlines. Okay, I don't think he's talking about Trump judicial nominees. Oh, Brexit. That's probably what they're talking about. It was Brexit. Okay. Yeah, that's probably what it was. It's probably what this is about. Um, Still planning NYC than DC. Still no kind of clues to who he's talking to here. You hit all the points at Oxford. Accusation of racist, voter suppression, higher wage, good work. This is to him, to somebody else. By the way, your close in protection guy needs tweaking. Spends too much time looking at his phone. Okay, so this should be easy. Who was speaking at Oxford on 11/17/2018? No. No record of a speech there. Let's try 16. Aha! Okay. So the person he's texting is fucking Steve Bannon. Right here. So clearly, oh, this is crazy. So Steve Bannon is clearly more involved in this shit than previously thought. This is absolutely crazy. All right, so Steve Epstein and Steve Bannon were in frequent communication. Three things. One, no excuses. No excuses, as it was in the beginning of your talk, not relevant at the most dangerous time. Two, in the streets, your guys want sunglasses or glasses. People throw liquids at their faces and it protects the eyes. Three, and during your talk, scanning the crowd. Need to keep you for the next rounds. Bannon, got it. Riot outside was serious. I was very aware in real time. Guns not used often there, so not treacherous, but some of your other up and coming venues are less gentlemanly. And I couldn't tell if you had an earpiece. If not, we should upgrade equipment. Oh, sorry, I take no prisoners. Bannon, agree. Epstein, as some of your policies are really left, I might ask the questioners, did you agree with anything I've said? No. Do you believe in higher wages? Do you believe in reducing voter suppression? If they say yes, tell me, what do we agree on? Pow. Sincerely, your corner man. When you get time to brief me, give me 30-minute notice. And then Bannon responds with tonight, Senate Intel Prep. What? Now. Epstein, K. Bannon can talk when you are free. Epstein, 561-655-7626. Cell phone numbers. Bannon, stand by. Epstein, question mark. When Lewis appeared before Congress in 1993 to testify in favor of protections for children's television, Lamb Chop was granted permission to speak. Maybe you should bring Lamb Chop tomorrow. Don't fuck with the chop. Thanks. How was it? Did Lamb Chop take 5? Dude, 8.5 hours. 15 minutes on you. Members or staff? Was Burke allowed in? Does he have clearance? Staff took Alex Spiro, his NYC partner, Stone Cold Killer. Why me? Did they want bagels and coffee? Or did they get your texts? Neither. Went through list of 50 names. Leon Black. Then you grilled me when I said I knew you about relationship with DJT. Did they ask you if I had a silver bullet? Toughest were Republicans? Toughest where Republicans? No, Democrats. Or toughest were Republicans? No, Democrats. Spiro also big them. Boy. So it begins. Oh, what the fuck? Didn't Trump just. Oh, this is weird. Oh, this is crazy. So I think Trump just we did something with "So It Begins." Yeah, right here. He just did it 1 week ago. "So It Begins," just randomly, and "So It Begins." With oh man, what the fuck? Bannon, somehow your name has come up in this thing. Leon's about Russia. This thing being Russia or DJT or play. Is the somehow my friendship with Lucifer? Leon about Russia, you about Trump, but they ask every witness these 50 names, 25 plus Russian. Market is China manipulation, as I suggested. So obvious. You recover your strength. Hope you get some rest. I'm in New York, 29 1 Street. Let's connect on 29. So Bannon. Okay. Can you reach out to see if Z has a suggestion for venue and time frame to meet BJ? Notice to King, okay. They called yesterday. They want to do the meeting, think it's smart, but they have a process with their bigger partner and are going through that now. Who's the bigger partner? Understood. Spent the morning with Ken Starr. Really someone you should know. I agree. How bad a shape does he think DJT is in? From a legal standpoint, he doesn't believe that obstruction applies to the use of power, even if it was solely done for self interest. He thinks it has to be free for a corrupt bribery and sees no evidence of that. Epic. Trump clear on Mueller if that's the case. The issues will be the related financial ones, Southern Eastern District. Yes, yes, yes. And the Hill investigations. Do you recall any specific questions regarding me and your interview? At yes. What is his relationship with POTUS? Does he talk about Trump? When was the last time he saw Trump, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera? So Epstein, some reporters asking the same question can't figure out why. Can't figure out why. Interview ends with 50 names. Everybody gets the request. 25 Russian names, 25 American. You and Leon are number 3, number 4 on American list. Epstein, understood. Funny. Has Leon Black ever mentioned Russia? Do you know of any connections Leon Black has with Russia, et cetera, et cetera? Other Americans? David Giovannis, Ken LeBeau, any other names you recall? Nick Ribbs, Tom Barak, Benton LeBeau, Barak, Giovannius, ton other I didn't know, and only Russian was Alexander Dugin. Oh shit. All right, so Alexander Dugin, I do know this one. Alexander Dugin is kind of this philosopher, very similar to Moldbug here in the U.S. Yep, this is who Bannon's referring to. So this is Putin's basically guru. This is the guy that Putin listens to. Uh, Ukraine, I believe, tried to assassinate him and got his daughter instead. Wow, this is some crazy shit. Ha. MBS headed to see our friends for talks. That's Mohammed bin Salman, who's the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia. Z, Turj, and Riyadh. Yes. Hope you're having a great Thanksgiving. Thanks. I had some of the largest hedge fund guys here today, and they all now agree with my contention that something is stinky in the market. I suggested that Saudi is selling, maybe China. They both want cash. Interesting. What do you think the likelihood of additional tariffs January 1st? Any progress at G20? Put down that piece of pie. Bannon. Trump needs a win and is getting huge pressure from Munchin, Kudlow, Wall Street faction, but everybody else saying no deal possible. Markets keep crashing. Will all depend on Trump's mood. There may be a video of Khashoggi. If so, game over. I'm sure they do. I'm refocused on you having a press news base. Even if it were called the movement, it is so structurally elegant. Privileged funding subscriptions, international, avoid in kind treatment, your notebooks, safe, etc. You mean have a media platform, not NGO political platform? We can talk it out. Bannon has a media platform. FYI. We can talk it out, maybe both, but the NGO gives you little and is old thinking. It allows a tax deduction in the States at the cost of the government being your partner, but otherwise requires filings public, etc., press, private, protected, access, legal niceties, salaries, etc. Think of it as a battle plan. You have made great strides, forged ahead. At some time, you stop and build a fort to protect your gains. Press equivalent to walls, NGO equivalent to moat. Yes. K. MBS becoming weaker by the day. Shame. Not sure he makes it. Why don't you reach out to Z and ask if we can set a date and venue? MBS and UAE now. I thought today was Tunisia. He's on a road show. I'm pretty impressed by how they're trying to power through this. Yes, just departed MBZ. My best guess is that it becomes impossible for him to sit at a table of leaders and have any gravitas left, especially if a video of them making Saudi sausage surfaces in the press. Oh, yeah, that's done, but was that ever a reality for any Saudi head? The Idi Amin was okay until they had a video of him eating the liver of his opponent. The past did not have the internet, where the leaders are seen in real time shaking the hand of the butcher. Tricky, but it's not what I do. Unlikely that Lamb Chop moves to replace Cherie, but Al Jazeera won't let up, so he should make peace with Q. Agree, and I think MBZ does also. Overstock to sell retail business and reportedly go all in on crypto by February. How does this happen when crypto is imploding? Good question. One, the stock was down from 80 to 17, so a move up to 22, not interesting. Crypto is the currency. Blockchain is the equivalent of Internet 2.0. This was the guy you wanted me to meet? No need to. I spent time with kind of a flake. You are being generous. Tried to convince me he was with CIA, fantasist. Maybe he was using his seduction routine. That was the pitch with the Russian girl. The Overstock guy is the Overstock guy. He's a huge Trump supporter. Patrick Byrne. That's right. That's the flake. That's the guy. Okay, so he tried to convince Bannon that he was with the CIA. Oh, wow. It's this guy, Patrick Byrne. Oh, of course, he was born in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Nice. Anyway, this is the guy that Bannon's talking about, the Overstock flake, and apparently with Russia ties. Nice. Give me a call, redacted. Cray cray. Roger Stone. Roger Stone telling many that I am your funder. Question mark, question mark, question mark. Just received a video of Stone attacking you and Jeffrey Clinton's pimp, etc., etc. Roger Stone, who cares? He says stuff like this all the time. Face to face. Of course not. On Alex Jones. No worry, I'm in Wednesday night till Sunday. Lots to discuss. Thursday. Breakfast? Yes. Done. What time do you prefer breakfast? 7 a.m.? Perfect. Has the media staked out your place yet? No, all easy. Lots of people here tonight. In fact, Jabor on his way over. Very cool. Any further feedback from MBZ? All right. So just so you know, like I'd like to take to, but this is all random. Like they just kind of dumped it in here with no kind of filing system. So right now, I think this is a text message exchange or a message exchange between Jeffrey Epstein and Steve Bannon. And it would appear, based on these text messages, that not only was Bannon sharing information with Epstein, but Epstein was funding, or was and or did fund Steve Bannon's entire organization. Do you leave tonight? Lieberman resignation in Israel could be a game changer. Yes, he is a heavyweight. Pompeo, one of the few that can get across and has the respect still of Trump. I'm seeing him at 2 p.m. Steve brought him from obscurity, a Tea Party member, into the limelight. Really? I didn't know that. Yep. It will be our first real meeting. A Kansas congressman. And West Point graduate. You are back? In Florida, in the sun. That's not fair. I envy you. Get in line. Send a photo. Great. Are you out yet? Done with my meetings on the way to the airport. How was it? Can you speak? Yes. I think Steve will come to AB. AD. I'll let you know if I see him. Now unlikely is UK heating up. Wow, I think so too. He will be in AD tomorrow afternoon. You? He texted me. He will be in Abu Dhabi tomorrow, but I'm in the middle of a desert, 2 hours helicopter flight from there. Okay, I'm gonna go. I mean, that text message exchange. Wow. Okay, we're just gonna pull something at random here. Huh. Okay. Let's go into another folder here. Again, I'm just going into these at random. There's tens of thousands of files. Going looking for someone who made the early bet that the Middle East would implode. Landon Thomas. Uncle F. Jeffrey Epstein. What in the fuck? Oh wow. Okay. Um, continue on here. Here's 2010. I will ask after he is officially gone. November 3rd, 2010. Hey, Unc, quick question. Do you think Larry Summers would come to Trinity, speak about Obama, the economy, the government in general? He couldn't for a few months, too hot. Wow. To the Duke from Epstein, you okay? These stories are complete and utter fantasy. I don't know and have never met Al Gore. Clinton was never on the island. The telephone book is not mine. It was stolen by my houseman that is currently in prison for doing so. Ooh. Wow. This fucking Prince Andrew shit goes all the way back to fucking 2010, 2011. What's this? Okay, this is still the create subject crazy to Peggy Segal. No, Peter Mendelsohn. I'm guessing that's his attorney. Okay, that's it for that one. Uh, 10. Again, I'm doing these kind of randomly. Just honestly, I think I could just go through. Mike Cohen. Oh wow. And then forward it if you agree. If not, I understand. Just delete it respectfully. Mike Cohen, Terry Kafka on the Iran deal. What is this? At this point, I'm just looking for redactions a little bit. Peggy Segals. They have Pete Gotham Awards. Nicole Kidman. Wow. What's this? 2017 saw Matt C with DJT at golf tournament. I know why he was there. Huh. Interesting. Oh, Farkas. Um, that name is very familiar. I'm seeing Heidi a little bit, but I don't think we'll turn into romance. I'm a bit old and not tall enough, but she seems intelligent and kind. Summers got an appointment from Trump. She is on the White House Fellowship Commission. It came through Woody and Suzanne Johnson because she bundled best. Careful, she is not trustworthy at all. Somebody says, explain. I guess he never explained. Last remaining tickets, Mark Zuckerberg on trial. Gates in a news article. That's that one. The, the Indians are getting involved to purify Trump. That's a laugh. Okay, what is this? Huh. It's like a party. Let's see here. Christina Galbraith. Okay, she's website person. Marketing person. Oh, Bob Trivers attached a message I just sent to President Strupa of Chapman. I'm certain that your gift will do the trick and that the West Coast is indeed more convivial and supportive than the East. I hope I did not F up your contact with Finkelstein. Carlos told me of the devastation to your island, pretty much as I feared. Am amused at a safe distance as Bannon takes on Trump. He responds as he always does, threatening a suit he will not in fact file. No internet in my home or nearby in the great retarded country of Jamaica, so I'm now at a restaurant some 35 minutes away and only go online twice a day, hoping that I will work instead. All best. Epstein. Nice. Uh, Here isn't it, dear. What the fuck? Lisa New. Dear Jeffrey, here is an invitation you can forward. Fingers crossed. I'm going upstairs to hunt for my copy of Lolita, or we'll get on my Kindle and reread on our way to Australia. I may have lent it to one of my kids. I would recommend reading My Antonia by Catherine next time you're on a long plane trip. The prose is gorgeous and the book has, come to think of it, similar themes to Lolita, in that it's about a man whose whole life is stamped forever by his impression of a young girl. Thank you for this help with Serena. I'm so sorry about what happened with WA. I will keep the bootleg episode and hope to release someday. It's so good, and he was so kind to read the poem with me, and you were so kind to make it happen. Lisa. Needs edit. Start with I'd like you to join Clinton. Jeffrey, how's this? These are Serena, Bill Clinton, Shaq, and have all in PBS. I would love to have you do the same, blah, blah, blah. Do not say come on my show. Sorry, that was meant as filler. What is important is that she is enjoying. Wow. Okay, so she was trying to get someone. She was asking his advice on how to do so. Count how many times you say I or me. Okay, so he's helping someone out, trying to get someone on a TV show of some type. Here's more redactions. We like redactions. Oh, it's the same lady. Here's redactions. Okay. Disaster, but maybe. This is 2019. Wow. May Oh wow. Okay. Hold on, let's go through this chain. Guy 3 seems to be in London for weekend, which is why my visit cut short. I got mad, didn't send angry note after call though. This is a ridiculous activity. How is it communicated to you? We talked on phone, then I can't talk later. Didn't think I can talk, don't think I can talk tomorrow. I said, what are you up to? She said, I'm busy. I said, awfully coy you are. And then I said, did you really rearrange the weekend we were going to be together because guy number three was coming? She said, no, his schedule changed after we changed our plans. I said, okay, I got to go. Call me when you feel like it. Tone was not of good feeling. I don't want to be in a gift giving competition while being the friend without benefits. Think time to just stay away for a while. If there's potential here, she'll find way back. I think I'm too eager, weak at this point. The Prada thing by someone else is natural. By me seems desperate. Had good sense not to send off a note. She must be very confused, or maybe she wants to cut me off, but wants professional connection a lot and so holds to it. I think life is standby in case she needs leverage against another guy sucks. But I get when I think about it, stay cool. I'm really mad at the decision. Should I just wait for her to call? This guy different, maybe married or old or something. I sense from body language she is really attracted, but he is unsuitable as a partner. I can hardly be possessive under circumstances, but schedule changing because she gets a better offer is not acceptable. If I say this, she will rage back about times I changed plans because of family and work constraints. She knew I was upset. In her way, very tough. Just send happy for the times we spent together. Have fun. See you soon. Sustaining with secrecy, very hard. Wow. What whiny little assholes. Wow. This is crazy. Okay, I'm actually kind of starting to lose my voice a little bit. I've been doing this for a little over an hour. I will drop the link to this in comment. This is where the house has it. So anybody can get it, anybody can read it. I think probably the craziest thing I've seen at this point was probably all the like they kept that on the down low. Steve Bannon is basically funded and got his start because of Epstein. And I mean, he was just on talking how this was a hoax and everything else. Wow, that's just crazy. Um, to anybody watching this later after it gets posted, please hit like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. I will go read more because I do think it's important that we see these things ourselves rather than let other people present them to us. Thanks a lot. Have a good night, Twitch. Have a good night, YouTube. Talk to y'all later.